We are live. All right, guys, let's take stock of where we're at. If you're new here, I'm building an AI therapist. The hope was to get this done in one day, but judging by the title of this video, it's taking a little bit longer. Instead of finishing it in like a single day, end up being 5 videos, and I think we're probably like 20 hours in. So the whole project probably could have been done within like a 24-hour period, but at this stage it's pretty clear it's well over a single day of work. But anyway, we're pretty close to the finishing line at this point. Yesterday we finished up uh, all of the detailed slides, so now you can click through to one of the therapists and then be able to have a conversation with the therapist. And let's see if we got that running. Yeah, it is in fact running. For some reason, like it just super slow in development. Can't reach database. Right, okay. Yeah, I think my database server is not running. Postgres. Yeah, it was down. Anyway, the point is, like, I was actually, so the only thing really left for us now that we have the call details and, the part that's above the fold on the landing page done, the only thing that's left is the rest of the stuff here at the bottom. And then I realized, you know what, maybe we can just ship it with this really basic sort of minimal setup, and it's okay. You don't need to have a pricing section. You don't need to have anything, you know, it's okay to just keep it exactly as it is. And that's what I'm thinking of doing now. Um, just get rid of everything else and make it a super minimal landing page. And then maybe, maybe later, like we can figure out how to do, what's that? Oh yeah, I just fixed the bug fix. And then maybe we can figure out like everything else later, right? So, git config. Okay, cool. So let's push that. Let's just merge it. I'm going to get rid of all of the stuff here at the bottom. We'll add it in later. But for now, git checkout dash b landing page. And now we'll just merge polish into it. And um, yeah, what I need to do now is also, let me change this theme, by the way. Let's go with dark bordered. I like this one a lot. Or Mirage. Like Mirage is a nice one too. Oh, I like that. Mirage bordered. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. So let's see. Yeah, landing page. Let's drop. We'll keep sample calls and drop pretty much everything else. All right. Sample calls, list of therapists. Yeah, that's it. Let's run it. I think that's actually going to look pretty good. And if you look at it on desktop, let's see if we can run this again. We can fix it so it looks good on desktop too. I think for this, we just need to add like a max width SM or something. Let's see what that looks like. And then MX auto, obviously. Come on. Yeah, looks pretty decent, huh? MD min height 0. We can drop that, and then it looks pretty decent, right? Kind of feels like maybe it would make more sense to have the header be bigger. So instead of text 4XL, this could be um, text like 6XL on desktop. And then this bit here, yeah, that looks better. Definitely on desktop. Let's see, mobile. Looks sick. I like this. I don't think there's anything else we need to change here. With the same key, just venting. Okay, yeah. Or venting. Right, okay. So need to implement like the actual sample calls so that you can listen into them. I'll add that to the list of things that need to be done here. So for relief, add sample calls, get production strike keys, and then configure agent. Yeah, I think that's probably it. So that's pretty much that for polish. I think we are done. Um, whoops, we are done there. So let's go ahead and commit all that good stuff. That has got to be the easiest landing page. I mean, I was just really getting freaked out because honestly, I hate designing landing pages. I'll be honest. If it doesn't look good, I would hate the process of actually developing it. And I know this doesn't look great, or at least the other section that I had designed in Figma did not look great, and I just wasn't looking forward to slogging through that whole thing. So anyway, let's get this deployed, and that's the next task here. So it depends. I mean, sometimes I use Vercel, sometimes I use Doku. Doku's another good one. It's one that I use quite a bit, and I actually like Doku as well. So I mean, it's between Vercel and Doku, but got a pretty. Actually, I think Doku. Let me use Doku. Uh-huh. Okay, so I will use Doku. Doku's a bit tricky. Like this is, I'm not going to go through the details of Doku here. Um, so all I'm going to tell you about Doku is uh, mm, get the AC going. All right, so Doku apps create therapist. Okay, so that's the app created. The way the way it would typically work is I would just do git push Doku. Since I've already created the app, it would take care of deploying it, so building it and getting it deployed. So I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. And it works fine with Next.js. Like I've never had any issues with that. If there are any build errors, though, we will bump into issues here, obviously. So I just want to run npm run build locally just to make sure that this is working okay. And if there are any bugs, I can fix them because it's definitely going to fail over here. And the cool part with Doku is like I can provision a Postgres database on the same machine. And I can also add additional resources, like if you use Redis or if you use SQLite, for instance, you can actually connect an SQLite um, database to Next.js and be able to use that as your backend database. So yeah, Doku's pretty sick. It runs on a machine that you own, and this is just a machine I have provisioned on AWS, and it does all this great stuff for me. So yeah, highly recommend if you build a bunch of projects and you're just trying to get things going. Hey, this looks like it's progressing nicely. Still need to configure the environment variables, which you can do pretty easily on Doku as well. But I want to see how the build goes here. So, and basically, all I'm going to do now is configure the same environment variables uh, on Doku by sort of copying the ones I have locally and replacing them with their um, production equivalents. Also, I need to um, configure work and production for those sign in. I think that's going to be a pain. I don't actually remember, but I suspect it's going to be a pain. All right. Yeah, okay, so the build passed. Oh, this actually passed too. Not the right domain, so I'll go ahead and fix that. Oh, and then I also need to configure webhooks too, right? For both retail as well as Stripe. I think those are the two that matter. Okay, so the question of domains, right? We don't actually have a domain yet. I was toying with this domain, youneededtherapist.com. Am I going to go ahead with that domain? Yeah, yeah. You need a therapist.com. I can't think of a better domain. I guess like be therapy AI, although I'm almost certain that's gone. Therapy AI. Yeah, I mean for sure, right? Therapy. Oh, Theri. I. Yeah, imagine like, oh, that's great. Hi, AI. All right, whatever. Okay, cool. So, uh, Okay, so now just configuring the domain. Okay, okay. I think what needs to happen is I need to set the A records for domain. So I'll go ahead and do that through the Cloudflare dashboard where I have my domain registered. By the way, I highly recommend using Cloudflare if you're doing domain registration because like they charge you cost. They don't have any markup on top of the ICANN fees. And yeah, I mean, you probably already use Cloudflare for DNS and bot protection anyway, so it just makes sense to register the domain there as well. And that's what I do. In terms of security, I mean, you can't go wrong, right? Well, all right, so you need therapists. Let's set the DNS records here. So we just need to set up an A record and then pass in the IP address of my Doku machine. So I do that now. All right. So now I just need to enable Let's Encrypt on that domain. Valid A records found. Okay. Okay. Cool. So we're done. Okay. So that failed naturally. I mean, you don't have a database provisioned yet. Um, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. So it's basically two steps. You create the database and then you link it. And that sets the environment variable in the container for the Next.js app using the database URL parameter. So all I need to make sure of is in my Prisma schema, I'm using database URL, and that I already am. So there's nothing else that I would need to do. Uh, so now you can see everything's okay. It's been linked, and I have the database URL already connected, so I can. Um, so that's it. Like the whole database provisioning thing is actually done. Now I just need to make sure that I add all of the remaining environment variables, which I will do now. So the way you do that is also pretty straightforward. Um, all you need to do is SSH into the machine and then do a config set and pass in like any environment variables that you want to set. And obviously this bit I'm not actually going to show you, but you get the picture. All right, so that'd be the retail API key, the clerk publishable key, and the clerk secret key. That I need to get from the clerk dashboard. So let me go ahead and do that. I mean, I apologize that I can't show you all of this stuff, but I mean, I'm trying to narrate the process to you so that you actually get what it is I'm doing. Um, None of this is particularly tricky, but it's just environment specific, and I also don't want to expose any of my environment variables on a live stream. So yeah, all right, create production instance. Okay. All right, so what I want to do here is get my API keys. So I'll go ahead and copy these and then set them here. So, all right, we'll set the remainder as well. Um, these are the fallback keys. Stripe secret key, obviously. We're going to need to hit the Stripe dashboard for that one. What else we got? Oh, okay. I need to activate the account so that I can get the production keys, the Stripe production keys. So that's what I'll do for now is just set the test credentials in production, and then we'll figure out how to change that later. I need to get the account activated, so that process is going to take a bit of time. They're going to ask for some documents and some details. I'm sure you're familiar with the Stripe activation process. Okay, but I think once I do this and like set the basic environment variables, uh, it should function. So I'm going to try opening up the site. Still fails. Logs. What's going on? So there's some sort of issue with missing secret key for clerk. Oh yeah? Hmm. Missing secret key. Alright, that's pretty weird. Missing secret key. Let's see. Huh, it is missing a bunch of configuration variables. Even though I did actually set it. Weird. Uh, okay, so let me move this over. Oh, okay, I accidentally had a new line character in there. That's why it didn't get set. My bad. Let's fix it. Oh, um, I didn't check the call details screen to see how that looks on desktop. Probably not great. I mean, that's usually what happens until you fix them. Oh yeah, by the way, I found the website that I was referring to yesterday. And I told you there was this site which has amazing components with like super animations and stuff. It's this. This is the site. Has these sick colors here in the background. Canvas reveal reflect. Wow. Background gradient. What is that? Oh, shiny. Direction aware hover. Who's even gonna notice that? Bento grid? What is that? Okay. Container scroll animation. Okay, nice. Following pointer. What? That's crazy. Okay, meteors. All right. Yeah, let's see if the site's working now. There we go, boys. There we go. Um, let's see. I don't think login is gonna work. So you will be prompted to sign up, but that's weird. Even the button doesn't show. Yeah, this is not gonna work. You're just gonna get some fatal error. Uh, yeah, okay. I need to configure Clerk dashboard, the Google sign in through the Clerk dashboard, and I'm gonna do that in just a little bit. But first, I need to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. So first things first, we are going to need to configure Clerk in production so we can actually test it in production. We also need to configure webhooks. And I think with these two, we'd actually be able to get production calls working. And then we'd also need to um, configure agents in the retail dashboard. So that's probably the next order of business after webhooks. So these, if we can get these three done, we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and do the first step, which is configuring Clerk in production so that we can get Google sign-in working. So, I mean, let me see if I can actually do this here. Navigate to Clerk dashboard, create production instance. hmm Okay. All right. So let's see. Auth providers. We're going to be using only Google for this. So Google use custom credentials. Yeah. So this is basically what I'm looking at. Um, yeah. Okay. So you need to go to the Google Cloud Console and then configure uh, this thing over here. So let me go ahead and do that. Google Cloud Console. Okay. Okay. So, um, okay. See if I actually have existing credentials that I can use. Because if I do, then I wouldn't need to. Great. I'm just gonna go ahead and update my Figma so that I can actually use this. All right, so let's see, Blender. I already paid for Figma, March 24th. Uh, March 24th, I paid for Figma. Why am I getting charged again? What? Hmm. I'm not sure what's going on. I already paid. Weird. Anyway, I'll get to the bottom of it later, but really all I need right now is I need to create a stupid logo that I can put on the. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, cool. Um, so yeah, what are we doing? We are um, setting up the count. Should be square and 120 by 120. Okay, so 120 by 120. All right, that's gonna be the logo. I'm just gonna write AI and then just have it like size 48 or something. Get a cool font. Yep, that works. And then give it a nice color here. This up a little. Just that's the logo. And just make this white. White. Right. Cool. Just like this line. Okay. So like export this as PNG. That's the right. All right, so the only information we need is, I think, userinfo.email, but I need to verify this. Userinfo. I think you need to check Clerk dashboard. Yeah. OpenID, userinfo.email, and userinfo.profile, and OpenID. Okay. All right. Continue. Test users. That's going to be you need to set up an OAuth credential for the project before you can submit for verification. All right. Okay. So OAuth credential. Gotta go to create credentials and then OAuth client ID, and then under OAuth 2 client IDs, web client, web application, web client. Okay. So we need to copy redirect URL. Okay. All right. So I got the client ID and the client secret, which I'm just pasting into the Clerk dashboard here. And what else we need? All right. Okay. So now I should be able to submit the app. Given that I've created the credential, let's go ahead and submit the app and wait for the approval. All right. Review process can take, oh God, 4 to 6 weeks. Wow. Okay. That's pretty crazy. In a way, 4 to 6 weeks? What am I going to do in the meantime? I guess I'm just going to drop Google sign up. Although I was really hoping that I would get Google sign up going because it's way easier than doing it with email. Man, I think so I already have this approved for one project, so maybe I can use, is it possible to use the same one? Let's see. Okay. The problem is if you modify the application, I don't think you're going to be allowed to continue using it. So you could. All right. Anyway, let's see. So that takes care of that. I am done with. Wait, let me see. Clerk. Is there anything else I need to do? Okay. Uh, all right. Cool. So I think we're good. Oh, I still need to set up CNAME, so let's go ahead and do that through Cloudflare. Okay, and then there's accounts. We need another CNAME account. Email. Hmm, that's weird. I didn't expect email records to be CNAME. I thought there would be TXT records. That's weird. Okay, let's validate configuration. All right, all done. So it looks like we're good. I've configured clerk, so we should be done with the clerk bit. Next up, we have to configure webhooks for both retail as well as Stripe. This part should be pretty simple, at least for retail. All we need to do here is point it to the correct site, API webhooks retail, if I recall correctly. API webhooks retail. Yeah, that's the one. API webhooks retail. All right. And then, yeah, Stripe. So let's go ahead and do Stripe now. But we're in test mode, so we need to activate Stripe um, first. So let's go ahead and activate the account. This process can be annoying, uh, but okay, yeah, we'll do it. All right, so in order to activate the Stripe account, I need to perform a document verification. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. All right. Okay, payouts paused while we review your information. Okay. All right, you know what? That's okay. Okay. All right. I mean, at least we were able to get the live account credentials, so now I can actually check the webhook URL. So let me check on the webhook URL here. Okay, an endpoint. Ah, right. So I'm supposed to specify like which events I want to receive webhooks for, and that's going to be these two. So this event and payment intent dot succeeded. And the URL, that's going to be youneedatherapist.com/API webhooks. Right. Cool. Signing secret. I assume it's going to be the same as the dev signing secret. I just need to confirm that. So, oh no, it's not the same. Okay, so we'll go ahead and configure the signing secret. All right, cool. I think we're done with Stripe here, and we're done with retail. So we can go ahead and check that off. Configure agents in Retail Dash. Okay, just give me a sec to confirm that we properly set the Stripe webhook secret. Oh, it needs to redeploy the app. Let's just wait for that. Um, I think all we need to do now is refresh. Let's see if it's actually working. So I'll try to start a call. All right, so it says sign up needed. You're gonna get redirected to uh, clerk. Hmm. Okay, they're asking for name now, and I had enabled it in the dashboard, but oh, actually you can't see my screen, right? Let me fix that. So I'd enabled a name in the dashboard. I think that was under um, so name. We don't need to collect name. So let's go back here. Sign up needed. Sign up needed. So you can create your account. I don't think the account creation process would work um, with Google. You would not be able to create an account with Google. I'm going to give it a shot and see, but I don't actually think it's going to work until your account is approved. In my case, since I'm using the same account that was approved as an internal user, I would be able to proceed. Oops, got an error. Let's see what the error is. Not sure why logs aren't showing. That's concerning. Okay. Doku logs therapist. The table public.user does not exist in the current database. Okay, so basically all you need to do is modify your package JSON to run npx prisma migrate. I think npx -y prisma migrate. And do I have a proc file? I don't. So in that case, let me see. Haku. And the easy solution here is I actually already do this in another project, so I'll just see how that works. Uh, npx Prisma migrate deploy and next start. That's what we need. So now I can just do get push Doku, and that should deploy to production. So super simple. It's like Heroku. It's basically like the Heroku experience. All right, let's hope this does the trick. All right, let's see if that does it. So the way this would work is I would go to, let's say, click on Brian, click sign up, get redirected to um, the create account page. All right, so we're going to use Google for this. All right. Huh. Okay, so signed in. Let's see if we can start a session. Oh, I have no balance? Ah, right, because when your account is created, you have a zero balance. Correct. We need to credit the account in order for this to work. What if I actually tried to pay? I wonder if this would work. So let me go ahead and try the payment process here. Hmm. Looks like it's failing. Let's see if we're able to see the error message now. Um, Message price. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. That's my bad. Need to fix the price in production, right? Where was I? Where had I configured price? I think it was in one of the options. Yeah, here it is. Price ID. Okay. Yeah, that's not that. Dashboard, Stripe. Add a product. Okay, this could be similar to the product that we had earlier, but I don't actually remember what that product looked like. So let me just run it in dev, run it here locally, and then we'll be able to see. Great. So Marissa,
Hello, I'm Joe, your AI therapist. What's your name?
so it's called call time as an AI build per minute. Mm, So it's going to be one off, and then the amount is going to be uh, zero point 0.5. So you just specify, yep. I mean, you would specify the quantity, and then let me just get the price ID and update it here. All right. And I guess what you could do is you could have both. Um, like the old price ID or the new one, based on whether you're in production. Yeah, okay. So that way it will work in both situations. Cool. Um, we would need to deploy to Doku. Git push Doku. There's a way you can do this. So GitHub automatically pushes to Doku. You would use GitHub Actions for this, but I haven't configured it here. And we'll probably do it once this gets deployed, so it's easier to just keep things in sync. So I have to remember every time to push to Doku. Right, deployed. Now with any luck, we'll be able to have a phone call. So let's give it a shot. Marissa, you're up. Oh, okay. I need to make a payment first. I try that. All right, so it looks like the amount was updated. Has quickly shown a notification to allow uh, permissions for microphone, but it disappeared. Maybe I need to refresh. Hello? 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 Weird. I can't hear anything. Hey, Marissa, are you there? Hello? Ah, that is strange. Conversation ended by itself after 30 seconds, so I assume they weren't able to receive any audio, and as a result, audio context was not allowed to start. It must be resumed or created after a user gesture on the page. Okay, so that indicates that we have a slight issue here that we need to fix, which is that you can't start the call automatically. You need to wait for user input. Okay? All right. Um, no problem. In that case, what we could do is just have, like, coming back here, we could have like a begin call button or something, and, clicking. What happened here? And, like, sometimes I just have no idea what's going on with the TypeScript, man. What's going on? What's all this? Pop-up dialog not used? Everything is new? Are you kidding me? What is this? I don't know if it's VS Code or TypeScript or what's going on, but sometimes it just loses it. There you go. I changed nothing. I just closed the thing and restarted, and suddenly it's okay. What's this trailing thing here? Um, I guess what happened is um, oh, okay. I changed something. Okay, that should be okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, the way I would do this is I would probably have like a button at the beginning where we don't start the call automatically. We wait until the user clicks on the button, and then, we would show them uh, the start, right? So we'll replace this SVG with phone, and we'll make it feel 700, extra light, and on click equals start call, right? That's basically it. Oh, let's just try that out. I mean, it does make sense. Like you probably want to make sure that the person actually wants to initiate the call before um, before you like throw them right into the middle of it. So yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. Makes sense. Looks good, huh? Looks pretty good. And if there's a way to make it like pulsate, make the phone icon pulsate so user knows it have a okay. What is the problem? Um, you're doing 0% and then not sure. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm after. Just show me the code. All right, so now we should be able to just assign it the anime pulsate. Okay, so now we just need a tooltip. So shadcn tooltip. Really cool course, by the way. I'm thinking of going through that. Hover, that's a library. All right, so uh, let's install the tooltip. Tooltip provider? What is that? I'm gonna make it always show. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe it's not a tooltip that you're after. Popover? No. Post? No. Yeah, it's got to be a tooltip, but you just want to make sure that it's always visible, right? Uh, yeah. Okay. So, all right. Uh,
Hello, I'm Joe, your AI therapist. What's your name? Hello, I'm Joe, your AI therapist. What's your name?
Oh, what?
Hello, I'm Joe, your AI therapist. What's your name?
Hi, Joe. My name is Yasmin.
Hi, Yasmin. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. How are you?
That I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. What's been going well for you lately?
You know, I mean, just the usual, just the usual.
Got it, just the usual stuff. Anything specific on your mind today?
No, sorry, I ended the call abruptly. That is my bad. Let's see. All right, so added the tooltip provider. Now to deploy, and hopefully this time around it would actually work.
Pregnant. To make this very simple, all we need to know is that for women 30 years old or younger, because the probability of getting pregnant on any one attempt.
All right, let's go. $3 balance. I just blew through $2. Let's see.
Hello, I'm Joe, your AI therapist. What's your name?
Hey Joe, my name's Yazin. Can you hear me?
Hey, Yasin, I can hear you loud and clear. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, a lot of things going right. I can't complain.
That's great to hear. What's been going well for you lately?
Notice how when I end the call, the balance is still off. So I guess we should have it update the balance when you end the call. None of this would be an issue if we actually ended up using ConvexDB, but we didn't. So here we are. Uh, so where are we? End call. That is ongoing false. And update balance. So update balance when you're ending the call. Update balance during the course of the call. And then we're already doing it during the course of the call through this timeout thing, right? Yeah. And I'm sure it'll eventually update. Like if we actually did a refresh now, you'll see the correct balance. $2. What? How? That was under a minute. No, something definitely off. It's just gonna piss so many people off. I gotta get to the bottom of this. Okay. First off, I need access to the database so that I can. Six 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 zero. So all I'm doing right now is logging into the AWS dashboard so I can expose the port for the Postgres database so that I can access it through Table Plus and see what on earth is going on, right? I want to see the database to figure out like what is actually happening here. Right, so edit inbound rules. Adding for custom TCP. Okay. All right. So now I should be able to simply copy the DSN and paste it. Any luck? This will work. Oh no, actually I wrong wrong port. Looks like it failed. Password is incorrect. Oh, my bad. Let's see. All right, let's see if that does it. Oh, cool. It actually worked. Finally. All right, so auto refill amount was 5. That's correct. Payment, that came in correctly. Call records. Okay, we're getting the call records here. Duration in seconds. Cost 1. What? Duration in seconds and cost is 1? No, that can't be right. Okay, why is the cost 1? Uh, cost is a float with a default of 0. So we're getting the webhook response, and then that's going to be, oh, okay. Math.seal, I guess that's the reason. Round TV, yeah. Okay, so what you want is you're going to take the duration in seconds, and duration in seconds over 60, and then you're going to multiply by, so this will tell you how many minutes. This will tell you how many minutes it was, and then you multiply by cost per minute. That's it. Like, why are you doing, make sure I'm not messing this up in other places. So here in this case, for instance, we're going to get 29 over 60. That's going to be roughly half, just under half. Math.zero rounds it up. And so as a result, it's going to be 1. You're going to multiply by cost per minute, which is 0.5, and you get the correct amount. Yeah. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I can't wait to try this on mobile. I want to see what this actually looks like on mobile. That's going to be pretty exciting. Um, let's go back to our list here, and we have configured webhooks. The only thing left is configure agents, add sample calls, and get the production strike. Wait, we've already done production strike keys. Just configure agents in Retail Dash, and then add some sample calls here so that we get the thing finalized. I think other than that, we would be done with the deployment. And the only thing left would be preparing for the launch itself. So posting the product on Twitter, a bunch of different places, the actual fun stuff, Actually, I hate that stuff, but honestly, like for me, I feel like that would be a super interesting part of it, like super interesting. So, I'll do that. It's already been, wow, almost 2.5 hours in. I'm gonna take a break and then we'll continue. All right, I think it's working now. Cool. So set up default credits, and then the other thing that I wanted to do was set up the AIs with their correct agent ID. So right now we've just got agent ID hard-coded here. Where is it? Agent ID. Yeah, it's just hard-coded here at the moment. And we're going to have to create separate agents with different IDs corresponding to the voices that we set up.